already unleashed
Sit up.
hips that we didn't know she had. That hip action. What was?
I didn't know where it's coming from. I didn't know where the hip action coming from.
You've released it already. So look, I know you two just want to have a chat, but we loved the moment when you first got together. What were your thoughts? Because you didn't know, of course, that you were going to be dancing with Ranvir any more than she knew she was going to be dancing with you. So what went through your mind when you saw her?
Well, we really connected straight away. I mean, in the sense of, she said that she wanted to dance with me, and this is already, you know, it's a good thing, because can you imagine it would be awkward the fact that she can't say, actually, I don't want to dance with you. So when she came towards me and say, you know, you're the one I wanted, we just connected, and she was the one I wanted to dance with, because she's a lovely lady. So I was happy days for me.
Well, we obviously know that she's fabulous, and the great thing is about this show is that everyone across the whole country, I think everyone in the whole country knows you're fabulous anyway, but they're going to see a whole nother side to her, because of course we're used to her being very serious, being a journalist, you know, being political editor, so it's a whole well, we don't see those hips when she's standing in Westminster, do we? So it's great to see that already. So you have got the paso doble this week.
Yes. And as you said, this week, as Ranvir knows, we want to show a completely different side of her, because people don't expect what is going to happen on Saturday. I'm telling you, I've been restless for a week, and I'm quite surprised myself. So looking forward for Saturday, because it's going to be quite interesting to see Ranvir in a different way that you don't know,
I cannot wait. Look, do you know what's funny is Ranvir is staying very quiet. She's gone all sort of shy.
Well, because the boss is in the room, right? So he's my new boss.
Right.
Huh? I have to, I'm maintaining my posture, Giovanni. So I don't want to upset you.
As soon as we said your name, she immediately stood up straight, held in the core, you'll be pleased to know.
Yes.
It became a nightmare for Ranvir, because everywhere she goes, you know, shoulder down, push her up, shoulder down, there we go, that's better. Thank you.
Thank you, you're welcome. I'm not training with you today because I'm filming all day. Don't miss me too much, will you? But what I would say has happened over these last few days, we've only trained probably 4 days. I think, is it 4 days we've trained together so far, I think, in total. And what has really happened really quickly is that I've sort of had to take on some of Giovanni's relentless nature. Like, he's so driven. I've never met anybody so driven.
Really?
And he doesn't take a break.
I'm very glad you work with Piers Morgan. That's...
There is that. But, you know, that's the interesting thing, isn't it? That when I'm in the training room with Giovanni, it is totally his domain, and I'm used to being in my domain. So there was a bit of a sort of a major adaptation for me to go into someone else's environment and then be, you know, literally on the back foot, but you know, also just emotionally sort of, it's quite overwhelming. Well, you know that, don't you? You were there.
Yeah, I do. But could we talk about you?
Yes, we can. Now listen, can we show? I don't know, Giovanni. I don't know if you've got the tele. Can he see Kate's paso doble? It's amazing.
Mercifully missed out on my time in Strictly, because it was a long time ago, Giovanni, and they're just showing my paso doble. There you go. Now, how bad was that?
No, it wasn't bad at all. Actually, you look more than fine to me. I mean, look handsome doing the paso doble as well. It's actually quite good as well. You look good together. More shape, more cape, but this is something that we can figure out after. But it's a good start.
The judges gave me 2, I think.
No.
I think I got a sum total of 16 for that.
Oh, no chance.
I may be wrong, but it wasn't far off that. So if only you had been on the judging panel at the time, Giovanni, you seem to be very positive. It would have all been different. But and Richard Arnold as well, who's also worked on the show, he did a fantastic paso doble. It was Halloween week. I mean, he's working that cape. He's absolutely working that cape, isn't he?
It's more about a commitment. Look his face. Look, it's very into it. And that's what a paso doble is about. It's more about the connection, the commitment, and all of that. So he's doing a great job over there. A little bit too much, but you know.
A little bit too much. That's often been said about our lovely Richard Arn, like just a little bit too much.
It's lovely,
I
but
love
always
it. Don't get
perfect.
me wrong, I love it. I love it.
Someone you'll know who's a previous winner, Giovanni, is Tom Chambers, who obviously won brilliantly in 2008. Look at you there. Good morning to you.
Good morning, good morning.
Is
Lovely
this
to
all
see you.
evoking good memories for you, this chat?
I've got the heart flutters just watching. But, I mean, it's just dreamy. God, what would I give to be there now in that little dream world of endorphin release and positivity? It's wonderful.
We're watching your paso doble, which is going to be Ranvir's first dance, and that is a paso doble and a half. I mean, there's a reason why you were champion, isn't there?
Ranvir, I think it's a good week for you to have it because really you can just be in a really bad mood and get all your frustration out on the dance floor. And what a perfect time to do it right now in this situation.
Well,
Yeah,
that
I
come
think
easy.
Go on, Giovanni.
I said that come easy. If you have to be in the good mood, in the bad mood, and just be angry, just thinking that you reacted with me and you're angry. So there we go. It's come easy.
Yeah.
We've had a few
Yeah, let it
moments,
all
haven't we,
out.
Giovanni?
Let it all
We've got over our moments. So we had a 20-minute divorce, did Giovanni and I? We needed 20 minutes apart, and then it's been plain sailing ever since.
Gosh, after 4 days, this
Yes.
is interesting. All right, very good. You stormed off, did you, Ranvir?
No, we had a quiet moment where we just needed time to ourselves for 20 minutes. It was
quite hard to hold.
I had a
I'm going to have to be honest. I had a total meltdown, and Giovanni put me in my place and just said, "Look, it says never give up." He says never give up on his arm, doesn't it? Can I tell you? And he was like, "That's who I am," and I was like, "Okay."
I think it's also because you never done anything like this before. So coming in the training room and listen to somebody for hours repeating you what you have to do obviously doesn't feel comfortable. And unfortunately, or fortunately, that's my job. I keep telling you what to do, and maybe you're not used to it. So that's why. But we got better, and now we achieved what we achieved.